Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. We are in, Quick Lock Wood fall season. And as you can see on the start screen, or no, the pause screen, I've gotten all the Jinjos and all the notes because I don't want to waste your time. And I did find this in the last recording. Or I found this earlier, but I didn't have any golden feathers. But now I do, so I just got that. And last night I was really tired, so I decided to just stop, and I don't even care if I have to recollect all the stupid stuff that this game wants to recollect. And I did have to recollect the acorns, but the bird did stay asleep, so thumbs up to Rare for finally not being an idiot. Well, in my opinion. So, yeah, and last time I was missing 1 out of 6 acorns for this person, and I'm sure if you just watch that video back, you can see it right in the recording, even if you didn't know, even if you haven't played this game before, you probably. So I didn't watch it back to see if it was actually in there. But I'm apparently the biggest idiot ever because it's right freaking here. The window one's seems harder to find than this one. I mean, jeez, am I really this stupid? It only says I have 1 acorn, but I donated all of them to Naboo Nut or Nab Nut or whatever. Yippee! I'll see you in some. Let's see what he does, or it. The guy who said was he. Yeah, I did read a guide, but I didn't find that with a guide because it said they were random, but I found them in the exact same spots. I don't know if it's per cartridge, per file, or if it's different for each cartridge, different for each file, different for each version of the game, I'm not sure. But I found it the same. So I would love to know in the comments if you found them every single time in the same exact spot, or if the guide was just lying and they do appear in the same spot. Or maybe not lying, but yeah. You might be wondering why I have so many caterpillars. Well, they actually stack between seasons. So if I get 6, I think it was like 6 or 7 in the first, yeah, 7. 7 in summer, and then I have all these in fall. I'm sure there's a bunch more. Oh, there's one in Beehive. It's really good. I don't need more. Unless I have to give the one in winter, like 1 billion. Okay, I should probably add them. So yeah, it's a day later, and wait, it might be 2 days. Yeah, it's 2 days later. No, it's. What am I saying? It's Thursday. I have completely lost track of time. I recorded the last ones on Sunday. This is Thursday. I'm recording this one. It should be one in the Beehive. I just want to get it. Oh, thank God. Thank God I went in the Beehive. So I can get these notes. That would have been really embarrassing. So yeah, how many do I have? I think it was like 17, maybe 18. It has to be 17 or it has to be 18 or 19. Because there's 7 in the first level and there's like 11 or 12 in, or there's 7 in summer and there's like 11 or 12 in fall. See, I've noticed that fall definitely by far is the most notes. Need that. And the runner-up for that. Oh, there's another caterpillar. I can see how many I have. And then I think spring has the, yes, spring definitely has. I obviously haven't played winter yet. So I don't know. So what am I saying? Oh yeah, oh wait, unless I've missed some, it has 16 notes. So I think that summer has the least, if not winter does, and I missed some in the past seasons. That's the thorns! Yeah, this is the most, spring is the second most, I think. It's spring at 20. So, and fall had like 10, I think. Something like 10. So, yeah. And then, as you can tell, fall had a ton of notes. But we're actually going to backtrack to summer because I missed a couple things. A skull and the bee jiggy. The jiggy that the bees have. And I actually found something out. You can go in the lobby, like the area where you pick seasons, with Banjo. And yes, I'm still calling him that a few days later. Banjo can go in the lobby. I found absolutely nothing he can do, but he can't. There's probably going to be a super honeycomb there. Maybe. I was, and you can act, but Mom does that Momo's magic is getting weak thing if you go into another season. So, I don't know if it's, what am I saying? So, there's probably something in there, I just couldn't find anything. You can, like, fly up into the trees. Oh, and also you can kill this guy. If you shoot enough eggs at him. Oh, come on, almost missed. Oh. There you go. That's how you kill him. So yeah, the first thing that you must do is the Mumbos for a skull. It's a really obvious skull that I probably checked for in every other season. And Fall had notes, Spring had nothing, and Mumbos has a skull in it. Oh, and also has feathers, but I saw those. And the entire time I've had max feathers. And I'm not 100% sure, but there might be a flying pad in this level. You know that stump that's in the water? Well, the water for most seasons. That might be a flying pad, but I'm not sure because that was a bad jump. Because there's one of those Venus flytrap things blocking it. I'm not sure how to kill those guys unless it's something really obvious. So there might be a way to fly. It's probably gone in the winter, and then you can use it there. But I'm not sure. Again, haven't played winter yet. When I say I haven't played winter, that makes me sound like I haven't played Mario & Sonic the Winter games. I don't know why, but it does. And I have played that game. I got it for Christmas, birthday. Ironically, not Christmas. So this is actually kind of obvious, but it's kind of obvious. It's kind of reasonable that I could figure it out. You just have to kill all the bees. This I did look up. This is kind of annoying because you have to do like little tiny jumps with this thing. You might be able to just punch, but that attack's probably a lot more effective. Jiggy! So let's see. There's probably a lot of jiggies in the winter. There's one with there's gotta be something with the bird. And then probably the blue Jinjo is in the winter. So that's 2. And I heard something about a plant. A plant you can plant. It was in the guide. I saw something. There's like a section in that guide that says all seasons. And that was stupid. Guppo! Stupid Guppo. So yeah, what was I saying? Something about... I have short-term memory loss, I swear. It's not even healthy. It's weird, and I need health. It's not healthy, and I need health. Oh, I hate this freaking grass because you can't see any of the honeycomb. Or any of the honey. I don't know what to call it, honeycomb or honey. Because the power-ups are called honeycomb. And I might have missed some of the notes in fall, summer, and spring, but I really don't care. Oh, I got them all. So let's head into winter. Oh, by the way. He can fly, like, up there. Banjo. And there's some nice cubes. And I did go in here just to check if Banjo could go in here, but he couldn't. And I got to flip the music, and it's freaking awesome. Haha! You are dead. And awesome frozen lake. Can you ice skate like in what? I was wondering if you could ice skate like in Mario Galaxy. And what's up? Guess who's right? A lot of people, but mostly me. Ha! They probably thought, oh, this is why. What if you kill these guys with golden feathers? See, like, the guy said something about a plant. I'm assuming you can plant a plant, like in here, and there's a skull. Like that. And I did not make it. So there's only one Jiggy that I have nothing at all of an idea about. And it's probably just like somewhere in here. It's weird how Mumbo is like all something. It's always like all worn out in the winter levels in Freezeezy Peak and in here. It's always like all bleh. Huh. That's interesting. So why do you leave a beehive here? Is Mumbo secretly a beekeeper? Probably. Why not like a Jinjo? That would be interesting. It's like, I know Mumbo's not going to be able, and then there's actually a reason to go in there besides the skull. I hate when games do that. Like, after you've decided to give up, after you decide to give up, then they finally, like, give up on something, then they finally make that something worth something, like, right after you decide to give up. But maybe you give up after summer if you're smart. Well, if you're an idiot, you give up after summer. If you're smart, you give up after fall. The bird's gone? It might be a Jiggy for killing all the snowmen like there was in Freezeezy Peak. Guppo! Yeah, I live for some apparent reason. Ah, snow. It's not here in May, obviously. The only place that is snowing is in, like, really cold areas. I don't live in, like, Alaska or anything. But I do live in America. And how do I keep missing that? I do live in America. I think it's a little more cold than it is warm, I'm not sure. In this... Wow. In this area, I'm not sure because it's definitely very even. If you couldn't tell, it's not Texas. Why do I suck at this freaking move? I'm not good at this move at all. There you go. There you go. Okay, yeah, as I thought, those are shriveled up. Sorry if you knew that buzzing. It's a freaking stink bug. It's usually and okay. Why are there always golden feathers in these things? Maybe it's a clue that you're supposed to use golden feathers to get past them in the other seasons. Oh no, no. Hate that they freaking hit you and then you can't stop your fall. Ice Cube. I can't see you, you know. You can't always hide from me. Okay, there's more snowmen up top. Let's go kill them. Last year didn't go in the snow for some reason. Cat. No one's home. Shut up. What was that? Where? Okay, I thought it was like almost falling off. Yeah, no one's home right now. Well, some people taking a nap. God, freaking place. It makes sense, but jeez, that freaking scared me. And falling is actually scary in this game. Maybe that's the idea. Are you? No. No! Ugh. Everything seems scarier because you don't want to die. Like in real life, obviously. In real life, I wouldn't be going into season-changing wood. I said wood because it's called black wood, not woods. Maybe it's a typo. Probably not. Has anyone ever used that term, wood? And he's back here. Try a U-turn. It's not a U-turn, doofus. Yay! Let's look for more. Cat? Is that my cat? I don't even know where it is. I feel like behind the couch or something. It's a he. I've heard my cat called multiple genders because I have 2 cats, actually. There's some on top of the house. Cool. Okay, I just want to see if there's any more snowman. I hear it! And where was that? Okay, there's one here. Let's get this one first. And jeez, there's so many notes here. There's gotta be 16 in here. Dang it. It's really funny if you could open the door and it's like, you idiot! You opened the door and I'm gonna die! That would actually be kind of sad, actually. I don't know why I said that. That's terrible. Okay, this one has a 1-up. Jeez, 8 lives. I got a ton of 1-ups in the previous seasons. There's a lot in this level. Because there's like 4 areas, so you get 4 times the 1-ups. I'm sure if you went back and collected every single 1-up in the level, you'd have at least 10 lives. Like, maybe even more. Maybe even more than at least 10 lives. It's amazing. This place is even slippier than Freezy Peak, and I couldn't even tell if it was slippy there. Slippy? No one talks about Slippy in this part. Actually, I don't really like Slippy. Mainly because it's really not that big of a deal. I really don't mind saving anyone with Star Fox. In fact, it makes the game more fun. So, I mean, some of my friends literally try, not just... Wow. He's a freaking hawk, apparently. I was wrong, he's not Rodan. Where's that other snowman? Round. Okay, seriously, where is he? He must be down there. Okay, I'm very... Oh. Witch switch, finally! Awesome. 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 Hit his hat. Hit his hat! I was wondering where that witch switch was. My god! Finally! Jeez. Forever. Because this flying isn't... I really hate that dive bomb thing. It's not really controlled well. And I hate that if you misuse it at all, because it's so awfully controlled. Well, it's not the worst thing in this game. Obviously. It's the worst, but it's not... Because you take a damage, and that's you use Banjo for that. So what's wrong with the walrus? Why didn't he get anything? He didn't even get a cheat, or he might have. Because I think I'm missing a Cheeto. Or Cheeto. I forget if it's Cheeto or Cheeto. 5 minutes left. What's up? Sometimes I think my videos might be a little too long. I think 20 minutes is probably a good amount, but I just don't want to make like a billion-part thing. And I honestly think that people should post more parts a day. I mean, like, it's not their fault. Like, if they can't record, like, 20 parts every week like I can. Well, I used to. Now I try to record them. Well, before, after the frickin' Pikmin and Banjo incident where I recorded them like a month early. Well, mainly Banjo. And now I actually try to record them a couple days, or the same day before I post them. Because like, I was talking about the freaking earthquake in Japan in my Bubble Blue Swamp episodes, and that was very late. It did not correspond well, and it was very stupid sound. It was really weird. It's like, hey, I know it's 2 months later, or I know it's a month later, but Japan had an earthquake. Yeah, duh. It's only like the second biggest thing in the world. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying that it's like, it's just, oh, it's an earthquake. No, oh, it's an earthquake, it's nothing. But yes, it is something. I'm not trying to make it sound all like I'm a complete jerk face, which I am. Okay. Okay, at least this pointless area had a purpose. Because in a different season it was an acorn, but this game has so many pointless areas for like no reason. I really did care about Japan and the earthquake. It was kind of sad, but now it's like a couple months older, so it's a little less awful. I guess it's a little less mean to just say like, oh, it's not. I don't mean to say it like that. It's just. I didn't know I was up this far. Wow! Hearing mighty eagle at last. Watch me as I fly into the sky. You can do it if you really try. Learn to fly. You can do it if you really, really try. And they probably came out as about. Here it comes. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so there's that plant, which I have no idea how to work, and something else. Oh, and the Jinjo, obviously. The Jinjo, plant, and then some other thing. There's gotta be all the notes in here. So yeah, I try to record my videos a lot more closer to the actual time of the posting. The time of the posting has come. And it still seems like spring in here. But it is spring right now, so. Stupid stink bug making look out the frickin' window. That is not like the. That I took out the window. It's because it's so freaking bright that it hurts my eyes. But this game would never hurt my eyes because it's so dark. Okay, it's not really that dark. Oh my, it was really just a problem in Mad Monster Mansion and Rust Bucket Bay, kind of. Or Rusty Bucket Bay. Okay, I think this is the second best version. Summer is definitely the best. It's just an awesome thing. It's not as bad as this. Did I check down here? I didn't check. Yeah, on that thing. Does that go to the bottom? Because it looked like it went a little farther. Okay, no. I never got the one on top of the treehouse. Okay, they were all definitely here. There's got to be at least 8, right? No, 6! There's definitely 6. Unless I missed like 1. Okay, 1 minute left. Oh, I know how to freaking sprout the plant and use eggs! Because eggs are magic in this game. Because they can make plants grow in frickin' Mad Monster Mansion, so why not make an entire big plant grow? Oh my. Okay. Get item. Got item. No. No. Okay, dang it. I was thinking maybe the last chicken would be in the treehouse because it's locked up. But I'm assuming there's nothing in there. There was nothing there in fall either. Ugh, who is building that anyway? Is there just some random... Maybe it's like there's some kid in there and so it's like, ah, bear sneaking in here, have this jiggy. It looks like honey, kind of. That would be funny if there's actually like a human being in this game. Besides Gruntilda when she... I think she is supposed to be human. I have no idea. Maybe she's an ogre. When, you know, when the Game Over cutscene, she looks like a human. And, actually, I'm going to get those notes just to show you that I got them. Okay, 99, 100. Okay, I'm gonna go back and see if the plant thing works. See you guys next time.